put this pressure in to the mount, and he's got those.
3 matches since coming back, Gordan Ryan has now become the Who's #1 heavyweight champion. And while his overall skill is the reason he's dominated in these recent performances, the position he has forced his opponents to deal with the most is his top mount. Gordan has been using his top mount to attack the opponent's arms and neck for years. However, in his most recent performances, he has shown a greater ability to frustrate and exhaust the bottom man. The mount, in basic terms, is when one sits on the bottom player's stomach with both participants facing each other. This position gives the top player many options and positional dominance, while the bottom player has limited options and must carry the weight of the top player. Gordan makes this weight his main weapon by keeping his feet close and driving his hips into the opponent's torso. After he is settled in position, he will then begin to work for an underhook to shove towards the bottom player's head, giving him head and arm control and allowing him to pull his weight into the opponent. Now that we've added as much pressure as possible, we can increase exhaustion by making it more difficult for the bottom player to breathe. Gordan does this by forcing the head and arm together and then pulling his chest into their nose and mouth. This is called a smother. While you can tap an opponent out with a smother, it is better used as a harassment tool that regularly disrupts breathing and makes it erratic and tiring. As seen in his match with Pedro Marinho, an opponent may try to escape the pressure by turning and giving their back. While this leaves them in a worse position to defend, it dramatically reduces the pressure and removes the smother. Gordan, wanting to finish with the smother, then used a mixture of half Nelsons and power half Nelsons to force Marinho to his back at the risk of his shoulders. Half Nelsons are done by reaching under the arm and shoving the hand behind the head. To make this already rough process worse, he will then switch to a power half by putting his other forearm across the back of the neck, obtaining a grip on his other hand, then forcing it across the bottom player, forcing them back to their back. His main finishes from this position is an arm triangle, done with the head and arm control he has already obtained, or he also moves to an armbar position to attack either with the armbar or with a triangle. Remember that although he does use these attacks, he does them with specific plans and strategies behind them. Gordan isn't the type to take risks, which is why he will leave a submission attempt to return to a dominant position if he is not sure of its success.